out of the 5. The Magpies led by 40 points at half-time, and no matter what the reigning champions tried, Collingwood held on to win by 26 points.
The 50-metre line.
Some of the highlights now from that game, and first up for the Bombers, Simon Madden.
He's usually pretty safe. That's not a bad sort of a shot. It's a goal.
Now the Collingwood teamwork. Cloak, Banks, McKeown.
Let's hope he can do a better job this time from about 30 metres out. He fires and he's put it through.
That's a better kick.
That's his second goal.
It's like a short pass straight at the centre of the ground, and a mark taken by Danaher.
Perhaps considered a little high.
That was pretty silly from Kevin Walsh, and it's on. Oh, Burgess. And he made a meal of that one. He has done. Here's a goal coming.
Thompson. And he goes. Now Morwood, a clever tap back. Cloak into the open goal. Collingwood turning it on.
Back it goes to Clark.
Here's Williams.
Beautiful play by the Collingwood.
Again to McEwen.
For goal number 4. Got it. He's got it. Great play on the part of Williams that time.
Yes, a great performance by Taylor.
Looking for his third. He has 2. Inaccurate. He could easily have had 4 by now. Brian Taylor, there's no doubt about that. Here's the kick. Straight through, and the Magpies back to a goal in front. And Essendon must look to do something about Brian Taylor, or he could be a real match winner. He's certainly too fast for Bill Duckworth.
Taylor, 1 to McEwen, 1 to Mullane. The goal kickers for Collingwood.
Centre bounce. 6 points the difference in favour of Collingwood as we wait now for the centre bounce. Salmon, no doubt, has made a difference to Western since he went into the ruck. But Fellows still battling pretty hard for the Magpies. Knocked out by Salmon again. Picked up by Merritt. Crashed his way through the pack. He had to get rid of that one quickly. Fellows taps it on. Knocked on by Cloak. A beauty over to Banks. A long one coming out to McEwen. Let's hope he can do a better job this time from about 30 metres out. He fires and he's put it through.
That's a better kick.
That's his second goal. 12 points the difference. 6 goals for 40 Collingwood to Essendon. 4 goals for 28.
Collingwood getting the ball out of the centre ultimately there. Watch this long hand pass. Good knock on by Cloak. That was the one there.
Beautiful hand pass from Banks, and McEwen took full advantage of that. Walsh is after him like a rabbit that time, but couldn't catch him, and he got it through for a goal.
Essendon play it down inside the square. It's will be Nobby Clark. I'm not quite sure.
I think it might be, is it Hawker, Pete?
Now,
we'll try and pick him up for you.
Play will be halted, will it?
I don't know what happened there. I think they clashed at that pack when the ball was knocked out, I think, by Cloak, or just before that.
Might be Donnell.
Well, they've got the doctor out there too, I think. Well, he hasn't stirred. He's getting to... Well, they've moved him now. Now, I don't think it is Walker.
Donnell it is, Luke.
It's Donnell. Well, the good news is on his feet, but he looks as though he's in a bit of pain, Pete. Well, the Magpies are in front there. 6 goals for 40 to Western, 4 goals for 28. We approach the 6-minute mark, and they're taking Donnell off the ground.
Gee, that's bad luck. A painful injury. I didn't see what happened. Let's watch the replay, and I believe the bottom right of the screen is where the action might have been. Now, oh, gee, that could be a knee.
Looks as though Fellows fell on it accidentally, and that's caused the trouble.
So Frank Donnell probably will take no further part in the match, and is being taken very quickly off the field, and I presume to the dressing room. Nobby Clark will be his replacement, standing on the boundary line at the moment, and of course Clark knows what injuries are all about. He's had a few in his career so far at Essendon. And Clark comes on. Essendon, of course, have had a rotten run with injuries this year. 12 points the difference, 6.5 minutes into the term. Knocked away by Fellows, knocked back by Mark Thompson, picked up by Shaw, up to half forward. McEwen and Spencer. Spencer goes the punch away, but he's headed straight to McEwen. Can he make it another goal? He'll flick out the hand pass this time to Mullane. Out of bounds on the full. Too long and too wide for Mark Williams. And it will be a free kick going Essendon's way in the right back pocket to be taken by Hamilton. Over to Clark. Clark, a short pass straight up the centre of the ground, and a mark taken by Danaher. He got one from David Clark, and Walsh comes in. Now he could take it off Essendon. That was pretty silly from Kevin Walsh, and it's on because the umpire could reverse the decision. He did it right in front of the umpire. There should or could be 2 bookings. And Walsh in plenty of trouble down there. Taylor comes after him. Danaher's still down. And there are plenty of fists flying. Madden hits the deck. Merritt's in there. Well, they're all in there, bar one player. And that's Collingwood skipper Mark Williams. And Hamilton very quickly goes back to stand next to him. Now, I don't know whether there were any bookings. I'm just going to see whether the umpire reverses that decision and gives it against Walsh.
I think he is, Pete.
Let's take a look at it again. Now, Danaher goes down, got one from Cloak, which was high, of course. There's no disputing that. Then Walsh went in to remonstrate. And the umpire could take it off him. He's certainly having a few words to say to Walsh.
And the free kick going to Cloak.
Pretty silly from Kevin Walsh. I don't think there were any numbers taken, Lou, do you?
I think so, Pete. He was going for the book, but he decided to put it away. I don't know if he would have booked. He'd have to book a lot of them.
You would
have a bit of a go.
So 8.5 minutes into the quarter, things certainly hotting up. Collingwood lead by 12 points, and they have the chance to go further ahead. Need to be a good kick because he's 55 metres out, but pretty well directly in front.
There's the kick by Cloak. It's a long kick. It's a magnificent kick, a goal. So the Magpies are 3 goals in front, and that was a captain's goal, that one. Around about the 50,000 mark. Out towards centre half back, and that's a strong mark by Fella. Quick hand pass coming over to Kerrison. A short one out there, picked up by Turner. He fumbled, but he gathered up pretty quick. Gets a long kick. Knocked after he kicked the ball out. Oh, great mark to McEwen. Looking better today. He's about 60 metres out from goal. Looking for Taylor. Taylor at the back of the pack flies. Got it. Oh, they got to move Duckworth. And I thought Sheedy moved the players around pretty quickly because this bloke's kicked 3 goals, 2 against him.
6 marks to Brian Taylor so far.
He's outclassing him completely like he did to McCormack in that first 10 minutes or so at Collingwood last week.
And he's kicked 3 goals, 2 to date.
He's only about 35 metres out from goal, directly in front, going for goal number 4. There she is on its way. But he's up target and it's through for 1 point. So that's 3 goals, 3 he's kicked, 7 goals, 5:47. Collingwood to Essendon, 4 goals, 5:29 as we approach. That's a great mark by McEwen. Just grabbed it by the fingertips, Pete, but he got it, and he's played fairly well today in the second quarter in particular.
That's all you've got to do. Madden to Stephen Clark. Stephen Clark on left centre wing. In pursuit is Handley. Clark got a good turn of speed. Handley won't pick him up. He's gone for a pass. Oh, Burgess. And he made a meal of that one. He has done. Here's a goal coming up. Thompson. Oh, costly fumble. And Mark Thompson put it through for a badly needed goal to Essendon after Burgess fumbled all over the place. 2 goals in it, 7-5 to 5-5.
That was a bad fumble by Burgess that time because he had the ball running for him after Clark made a long dash. Now you watch the way it bounces. Now it bounces well for him, but he fumbled it, a bad fumble, and well played and beautifully thought out by Mark Thompson. Didn't attempt to pick it up, let it go off the ground and through for a goal. Great play by Thompson.
Thompson's first goal brings Essendon to within 2. 12.5 minutes gone. Second quarter, 7-5 to 5-5. Sevens big league from VFL Park. Great game of football, plenty of action. Picked up by Williams. It's been fairly quiet so far. Cloak at half forward, out to Turner. Kick is wide, out towards the boundary line. Spencer content to see it over the line, and it will be a throw-in about 55 metres from the Collingwood goal. In the shade of the VFL Park grandstands, fairly cool, quite pleasant in the sun. Madden and Cloak, won by Cloak rather, but knocked down to Baker. Fellows, a mark, a juggle. The grab is there. On to Gafer. He's minding Harvey at the moment. Gafer just gets his kick in. It's short to half forward. Cloak is there. So too is Hawker. Pinned and loses it. Good tackle. Williams to Burgess. Can he make amends? Running into an open goal. Fires and puts it through. He'll be happier. So Burgess, a quick reply after he fumbled at the other end that let Thompson in for a goal. The Magpies again by 3.
Well, that certainly made amends for Burgess. Coming right down from that half-back line. Picked it up beautifully from a hand pass. You watch this now. Burgess coming through.
Good tackle by Morwood.
The hand pass coming out to him, and he broke clear, had the dash. but he certainly made amends, as Peter said before. He'd certainly be happy about that, Pete.
He certainly would. Crowd enjoying the sun in the outer. Once again, the difference 3 goals at BFL Park.
Centre bounce again. 18 points the difference. Knocked out by Fellows. Over it goes down to Mullane. Back to Shaw, out wide to Dacos and Thompson. Good play by Mark Thompson, playing a great game. He's grabbed by Taylor. He goes to the ground. We see Baker fumble. The Magpie is tackling very well as the ball is tapped out by Hawker. Back towards that half-back line. Punched away from Ezard. He's been pretty quiet. Phillips butters up after Kerrison missed that one. The ball back to Banks. He's got a chance to mark, but they're coming across. There's a strong mark, but it'll be a free kick. It'll be a free kick to Collingwood for interference. Banks takes the free kick. A short pass. McEwen, no, he nearly grabbed that one again. A hand pass coming over there from Shaw to Morwood. Threads his way from the pack. He goes down, scoops it back. Over to Cloak. It'll be a goal. Oh, brilliant play on the part of Morwood that time. What a ripper. What a bit of play that was, Pete.
Great piece of play, and I'm just wondering whether it could have almost been construed as a throw. I'd like to see it again. Was it a genuine knock-on? But Collingwood really firing in the second quarter. Here it is. McEwen misses the mark. Shaw fumbles, gets it back to Morwood. A tap on. Nearly gets collared there. Ooh, interesting.
Now a tap on, I'd say. A fair dinkum tap on.
Cloak got the goal. So 2 goals to David Cloak, and Collingwood now leading by 4.
24 points the difference in favour of the Magpies. There's a clash at centre field between Madden and Fellows. It comes out again. Mullane sent Collingwood back into attack. McEwen in front, punched out again. Down it comes towards that half forward line, picked up by Hanley. Hanley looks for a player there, a teammate. Flying high was Thompson, couldn't hold the mark. He fumbles the ball. Spencer can't get it clear. He's put it out of bounds on the full. And it'll be a penalty free kick to Collingwood. They can't do a thing wrong at the moment. Cloak's got the ball on the boundary line about 60 metres out from goal. But he kicked one from about 55 out before. But this is too far, I would say. He's dragged the ball right across the front of the goals. Flying high was Taylor. The ball knocked out now. Picked up by Baker down there at half-back. He got one too high from Taylor. Carter said, I bumped him fair, but he said, you've hit him right in the mush. And I'm inclined to agree with the umpire because Baker's holding the face, the mouth, actually. There's a quick hand pass coming over there to Hurd. Hurd and Spencer, Hurd and McEwen, Spencer and McEwen clash there as the ball goes out there to Big Sam and the ball tapped on. Ezard couldn't get within cooey of it. Williams throws it away. It's grabbed now, a chance now for Mick Thompson, I should say, down towards full forward. A race going on. Madden and Seo. Madden's got the chance. He can't pick it up. Down goes Seo. Gave him another chance. He fumbled again. Oh, he had 2 chances that time, Madden, but he couldn't pick it up. And good
blocking there
by Seo that time, Pete.
Watch Gafer.
Gafer comes in, put him off balance, and of course the ball goes out of bounds.
Boundary throw in, adjacent to the behind post. Still a chance for Essendon. Once again, Gafer. Kerrison. Could be danger here. Baker on his own, or he could have played on too, but decides to go back and have the kick 50 metres out directly in front. And Essendon badly need one at the moment. Leon Baker, 7 kicks and 6 handballs, so he's Essendon's most effective player in gathering possessions. The kick coming around nicely. Not far enough. Burgess couldn't get clear. Long handball comes up to Nobby Clark. Out to Mick Thompson. Madden at the back. Stephen Clark over the top. Can't do it. Out of bounds or a point. It's 1 behind, says the goal umpire. Essendon badly needing a goal. 17 3/4 minutes have gone in the second quarter and certainly had plenty of action so far, including an all-in. But we don't believe that any numbers have been taken. And of course, Gary Folds carried from the field as well. Abernathy. Good long kick. It's about 55 metres in distance. Breaking through McMullen. Up the centre field. Walsh. Breaks the tackle well. Out to right half forward flank and Gary Folds, and he's got plenty of room to move. Folds, a long kick, should land it just about in the square at the back as Madden can't take the mark. Stephen Clark takes the hand pass, has a shot at goal, out of bounds on the full.
Not having much luck down there, just the same. The Bombers are there. But there's plenty of pressure put on.
Yes.
Just the same with the Collingwood defence, Peter.
Kerrison will take the kick. No, what's happening here?
I think it might have been a free kick.
Free kick going to Essendon.
Well, I think it's going to Clark. He's creeping around to the front of the goal, but the umpire will bring him around about 45 degrees.
I didn't see what happened there. I must admit we might be able to take a replay after the kick has been taken.
I think it may have happened after he kicked the ball. I'm not quite sure.
He'd have to fall over to miss it. Clark puts it through for a goal. A badly needed one to the Bombers. His first, and Essendon come a little bit closer now in our match of the day. 19 minutes into the term, 59 plays 42.
21 points the difference in favour of Collingwood.
A hand pass, a wild one looking for Duckworth. He picks it up on the first bounce. Back to Baker again, anticipating beautifully to Madden. And he's got it. And there's no doubt Baker's their best player.
By the length of Burke Street.
So Madden with a chance to score a goal here. He'd only be about 20 metres out. Good mark, safe mark, but good play on the part of Baker to get it down to it. Let's see what Madden can do with this. He's already kicked 2 goals. He's only about 15 to 20 metres out on a bit of an angle, but not a difficult shot. They're trailing by 21 points. Taking plenty of time. Maybe he's taking too long, I don't know. There's the kick, now it's through for a goal. So the Bombers move on to 7 goals, 9:51 to Collingwood, 10-6-66. And we're just over the 29-minute mark of this second quarter.
7-9 to 6-6, and out of Essendon's score, Simon Madden has kicked 3. Harvey, Mark Thompson, Stephen Clark and Herb, the other goal kickers for the Bombers. As we watch that kick again for Collingwood, Taylor 3, 2 to McEwen and 2 to Cloak of their leading goal kickers. 51 to 66 is the score, a margin of 15 points in favour of the Magpies. Morwood, Dacos out towards left half forward. Turner leading well, gets clear of Hurd for the mark, but he's a long way from goal, about 65 to 70 metres. Taylor and Cloak up for Collingwood. Williams, well smothered. Oh, here's a go. Goal coming up to McEwen. Great hand pass from Morwood. And that was a very quick reply. And McEwen putting it through for his 3rd goal. And Collingwood once again assert their supremacy here this afternoon. 11-6 to 7-9.
Well, that was good play on the part of Williams first up, Pete. You watched the ball hit the deck. Williams scouting out, spotted or got the ball out to Morwood. Quick thinking again with Morwood. That's the best game I think I've seen McEwen play since he's joined the Magpies. He's kicked 3 goals up to this stage of the match.
30.5 minutes gone in the second quarter. Certainly has been an action-packed term of football. As I said, we've had an all-in blue and some great football just the same. 7-9 to 11-6 now. We've been playing nearly 31 minutes in the second quarter. Salmon loses that one out to Fellows, taken by Duckworth. Duckworth's kick out towards the centre wing position. Clark loses out to McMullen. McMullen gets it back from Handley. Kick not well directed though, into no man's territory down there, very close to the boundary line, and in fact has gone over, carried over by McEwen. It will be a boundary throw-in. So boundary throw-in, right half forward for Collingwood, but about 60 to 70 metres from goal. Walsh and Cloak. Cloak actually got that one out while he was on the ground. Banks has been a fairly quiet player for the Woods so far. Attempted smother, not successful down there. Clark gets there first, gets offloaded. Good bump by Mullane. Williams, the hand pass. Mullane in short. Turner in front, over the top. Spencer backing up well as Hurd. Long hand pass. Gary Folds at the 50-metre defence line. Out towards centre wing. Hawker making space for himself. Decides to go for the bounce. Can the Bombers score before the siren? Chips it in short. Mark Thompson gets it over to Richardson, or in fact tries to. Hawker again. Loses out. This time it's Burgess. Phillips away from Richardson. Back to Dacos on centre wing. Long quarter. Dacos. Short pass. Mullane. Folds on the mark. Mullane put it high. Trying to find Banks at the back as Donnell. Missed it. Salmon. It's gone out very wide. In fact, too wide. Mullane sees the ball safely over the boundary line. It will be thrown in on centre wing.
See Bowles go down there, but I think he's okay from that knock from Mullane. But that was strong play by Mullane when he went for the punch. Ball out of bounds on Collingwood's half-forward line, a long distance from their goal. Mullane again, playing a great game for the Magpies. Back it goes to Clark. Williams grabs it. Beautiful play by the Collingwood skipper. Hand pass to McEwen for goal number 4. Got it. He's got it. Great play on the part of Williams that time. Magnificent play. An unselfish play over the goal number 4 from McEwen.
Well, Williams has had a hand in their last 2 goals.
12 goals, 678 Collingwood to Essendon 79-51.
Let's take a look at that in replay. Watch again for Mark Williams. Clark fumbles. Williams made the most of his opportunity. Spencer couldn't tackle him. He was well blocked. Back to McEwen again, and McEwen 15 metres out for goal number 4.
Collingwood in front by 27 points, and things not looking too good for the Bombers. But there's a long way to go yet.
Biggest margin we've had so far today.
33 minutes gone of this second quarter. The siren due to go any tick of the clock. Fellows against Salmon. Knocked out by Salmon, grabbed by Duckworth. It's a hand pass to Hawker, a bad one. A hurried kick by Fowles. That's the chance here now for to score. Mark Thompson with a short pass to Salmon. Fumble. That CO backs up well. And the youngster gets the ball back there towards the wing position, but there's plenty of Essendon players. Garrison popped one a bit high, but the umpire said play on as we see Banks get it back again. Garrison with a hand pass. No one there for Collingwood. This allows Mark Thompson to pick it up. He's in trouble. He's grabbed. Collingwood tackling pretty well today. It's Walsh over to Hawker. Hawker balks. Back it goes to Salmon again. Another hand pass from Salmon out there to Duckworth. It bounced the wrong way. Knocked on by Spencer, in trouble. A fumble. This allows Moore. They're making mistakes. Essendon. Moorwood breaks clear. Goes for a pass. It's a beauty. Williams has got it. And Williams coming to light in this second quarter. A pass looking for Taylor. Taylor flies. He's got it. He beat Danaher. He's got it again. A chance now to kick goal number 4. He's been a power down there today.
Very long quarter, 34 and a half minutes so far.
That was a strong mark by Taylor. He's had 7 marks. Of course, he's kicked 3 goals, and I think 3 goals, 3. He's only about 25 to 30 metres out directly in front, going for goal number 4. And of course, Collingwood 27 points in front into this second quarter by just on 35 minutes. The kick on its way. And that's another goal. So Collingwood move on to 13-6-84 to Essendon, looking pretty crook now, 7-9-51.
4 goals to Taylor, 4 to McEwen, 2 to Cloak. The leading goal kickers for the Magpies. Taylor, strong mark in front of Danaher. Not much he could do there. Hurd was too late on the scene. And Brian Taylor now, 6 kicks, 7 marks, 3 goals, 3. A very good player so far.
4 goals, Pete.
51 to 84. Abernathy, one of the longest quarters of football for a long time. Abernathy up towards left half forward. Knock on by Williams. Turner, can he get clear? Around Hurd, onto the right foot. Snapshot at goal is off target and through for a point. 35 and a half minutes it's gone now. And that would have the sirens got on the blink. We did have an organ brawl earlier in the quarter, which necessitated a couple of minutes time on. Ball back into play once more. Mark taken down there by Dennis Banks. Dacos says go. He's gone for a hand pass. Here's McEwen. He's having a purple patch. That's another one. 5 goals to McEwen. And there is the siren. 36 minutes the second quarter went. Collingwood finished up kicking 10 goals for the quarter. They kicked 10 goals for. 14-7 to 7-9 at half-time. The Magpies lead by 40 points. Walsh, good tackle. Donnell, no, he's not there. It's picked up, well, Kerrison goes in solidly. Now it's Dacos' turn. Good mark taken by McEwen. Amid some attention from Spencer.
Already kicked 5 goals. Peter got a chance to kick another one from this distance.
He would be 50 metres out. You can see the line. He's got the distance. The accuracy looks good for number 6. And that's just what Essendon didn't want.
Ball picked up by Mullane again. Over to Phillips. Phillips with a short pass. Not a good one. Knocked off. Great play on the part of Tony Shaw. And there's a go for McEwen. He's already kicked 6 goals. A long hand pass to Cloak, and the big fella's got it. A hurried kick towards the goals up the tail of the mark. Did he get him in the back or not? He put it through for a goal. Thank heavens they got Baker down there to Thompson. That's Mark Thompson, the big salmon out there on the wing position. Decides to go for a run. Dacos is right after him. Over it goes to Hawker. Hawker at centre half forward to the 50-metre mark. A pass and a good one, and marked by Terry Danaher, their captain, about 30 metres out from goal directly in front. And boy, do they need a goal. into this quarter by 14 and a half minutes. Waiting on Terry Danaher. The kick. That'll be all right. It'll be a goal.
Who's knocked up getting kicks and hand passes today. Baker goes for a short pass. And mark taken by Danaher directly in front of goal.
Letting players run loosely. That hasn't been their game up to this stage of the match. They've played very tight football and ferocious football. Their tackling has been marvellous, Pete, but it's gone off a bit now.
If Essendon can get to within 4 by three-quarter time, they'll be in with a chance. That's a goal.
Ball punched away by Abernethy, playing a slashing game down there in defence. Seo goes after. You've got to pick it up. He stumbles. There's a go now as the ball is knocked back. It'll be a free kick to Weston from the back. It'll go to Harvey, and he's well within kicking distance. They've only got to give the Bombers a chance in this coming to this last quarter, say 24 points down. They'll be in here with a big show. The kick by Harvey. That's good. It's a goal. Chance for Spencer. Straightens up, fires at the goals. It's going close, but Madden's got it. Oh, Seo stopped there and watched him go for that mark. Didn't make an attempt at all. They're looking pretty tired, that Collingwood defence. Someone wants to rev them up a bit. There's the mark. Seo coming on the scene very late. He's right on the boundary line. A difficult shot. He's missed a couple of easy ones. He'll probably kick. There's one as he runs around.
No. No.
A goal.
Got it. Hawker and Morwood. Harvey folds. Here's a goal coming up. Folds. A long kick up towards full forward. Madden at the back. Goal! That's a goal. No doubt about that one.
Richardson making a lead there, but ignored. Up it goes now. As a mark, it'll be Hawker. He's been a fine player today too with Baker. He and Fowles, the three of them, Pete. They've kept them together all day. Now, Collingwood's defence was very tight in the first half of the game, but they've really become, I don't know whether they're tired or what's happened, but they seem to have lost concentration, and they've let Bombers run all over the place. In that latter stage of the third quarter, the kick on its way, it's coming around, so the difference only 14 points.
Abernethy to centre wing, or half-back line. Over the top, Williams couldn't complete the grab. It's left to Tony Shaw, although grabbed high. Turner at centre wing, tackled by Thompson. Bradbury doesn't fumble. Gets around Shane Hurd. Long hand pass up to Morwood, left half forward flank. A chance for a Collingwood score here. Mullane, 50 metres out from goal. He's put it high, won't get the distance. At the back is McEwen.
A little bit of a push there on the back to Walsh too.
Yes.
The umpire didn't see it. Wasn't big enough to see.
He's kicked 6 goals, McEwen. Here it is again. Watch for the push that Lou mentioned. Just a little nudge. Looks good from here. It's a goal. Walsh, short pass. That could be dangerous. Thompson. Donnell breaks the tackle once. He's in trouble here. McEwen for goal number 8.
Ron, I guess despite the knocks, you'd probably regard that as your best game, would you?
Yeah, it was my best game this year, so I've had a pretty down season this year, playing a few games in reserves and then coming back up last week. I didn't go too well last week, but it's good to play good against Essendon.
Did Lee give you any special instructions today?
No, not really. I just sort of stay out of the way of BT, let him lead, and just sort of run behind him, back him up, that's all.
I guess in your wildest dreams, you wouldn't think you'd finish up with 8 goals yourself, though,
No, I got all the easy ones. I think I got all the handballs over the top in the goal square, that's it.
From a personal point of view, you'd be very happy with your own form over the last few weeks.
Oh, it always helps you if you're playing in a winning team. It always helps you form a losing team. Well, your attitude just on the negative side and things like that. But winning definitely improves your attitude and outlook on the game, and that helps.
What's made the difference?
I think just our commitment to each other within the team. We sort of realised that all of a sudden the season could slip away from us, and nobody likes that. And all the hard work we put in over the summer, all of a sudden we thought, well, we've got to do something, and we got together and we started doing it for each other.
You like playing on the back line?
Yeah, it's a bit different on the wing, probably just a fraction more defensive, but just involves more discipline and concentration, and it gives you the ability to run out. It gives you a wider area to run to, so that aspect I enjoy.
You must have been very pleased, not only with Brian Taylor's good form again, but Ron McEwen.
Yeah, well, we had another goal kick. I mean, I think any side prefers to have multiple goal kickers rather than depending on a few guys kicking the goals, and at the moment probably Brian Taylor's been kicking too big a percentage of our goals for my liking probably, but you know, he's playing well and he's marking the ball well, so it was good that Ronnie got a few today.
I'll repeat a question I asked you 7 days ago. Can you make the 5?
Oh, well, I know we can make it because mathematically it's possible. We're now 6 wins, 6 losses, so we've got a chance. I mean, we've got, I suppose, as good a chance as most of the other teams in the middle rung of the ladder. Performed